Good evening, my name is Tamara Sudhir and I'm serving as your mediator today. I am a Malaysian Mediation Council certified mediator trained to assist in resolving disputes such as the one before us today. I am pleased to be here to assist you in working through your issues and believe you will find mediation to be a very helpful process. Thank you for committing to be here today. If any of you have a special need during the session, please let me know now or at any time during the session. Also, please silence all electronic devices during this mediation. First and foremost, how would each of you like to be addressed in our session today? Understood? Understood? Okay. My role as the mediator is to facilitate the discussion and negotiation and help you capture any agreement into appropriate settlement terms. Your attendance at this mediation does not imply any admission of guilt or wrongdoing. If you would like to take a break, meet with me privately, or end the mediation, please let me know and we'll address those matters in time. My goal is to assist each of you in communicating clearly with one another and reaching a mutually acceptable settlement of this matter. I am not here to represent any particular side and I will not provide advice or guidance. You are entitled to seek representation and subject matter experts that can be called to provide information if necessary. I have no power to impose a decision on you or to decide how this matter should be settled. This is where mediation differs from other forms of dispute resolution. You are empowered with the ability to design your own solution that meets your needs and addresses your interests. Did each of you receive a letter or in brief outlining of what you can expect in a mediation session and asking you to verify that you willingly accept the opportunity to participate? Hence, I understand that each of you have signed the agreements to participate in good faith. And this means that you're entering this mediation with an open mind and that you will be respectful of the other person or party and that you will listen to one another. Before we begin, let me explain the process we will use. When I complete these preliminary remarks, each of you will have an uninterrupted period of time to explain what brought you to this session and to describe the problem as you see it. It is customary for the party that you brought the matter to our attention to begin first. Therefore, I will ask you to begin. When you have completed your opening remarks, I will ask the other party to make an uninterrupted statement. Let's abide the rules of common courtesy and avoid interrupting or using inflammatory language. After you have both given an overview, we will transition into a joint discussion where we can more fully discuss the nature of the workplace dispute as well as negotiate possible solutions to resolve it. I ask that each of you will be thinking how you might like to resolve this matter. At some point, I may meet with each of you separately. This is called a caucus or an individual meeting. I will use the caucus to help clarify some concerns I may have as we talk and to be of more assistance in helping you resolve your dispute. Either one of you may call a caucus as well if you feel you would like to share something in confidence. Remember, both of you control the outcome of this mediation. We may use the caucus any number of times. If I caucus with one party, I will also definitely caucus with the other party. Please do not assign significance to the length of each caucus. The information you share during the caucus is also confidential and will not be shared during joint discussion unless you specifically give consent unto such disclosure. The most important part of the mediation process with me or any other mediator would be confidentiality. Confidentiality is a critical part of the process. Generally, if you tell me something in private and ask me to keep it confidential, I am bound by law not to disclose this information voluntarily. There are some exceptions to this rule, but I do not expect them to arise during our mediation. For example, if you confess or allege to the commission of a criminal offense or to an act of fraud, waste, abuse, or that you plan on committing a violent physical act, I may be required to share this information with appropriate authorities. You will see me taking notes during the session, which are just general, just for me to organize my thoughts. I have also provided paper for you to take notes too. I encourage you to record any notes on that paper. At the end of this session, I will shred my notes as well as the notes that you take today. Lastly, I want to remind you that this is not a legal proceeding. Should you desire at the end of time to pursue this matter in a court or any other administrative system, this session will not delay or interfere with your right to do so. I, however, will not willingly testify for or against either of you regarding the information unique to the session if you decide to pursue the matter formally. Hence, I hope that you understand the confidentiality requirements and the fact that this mediation session is not forced or is not imposed on you in any matter. Thank you for being here. Your presence today demonstrates your willingness to attempt cooperative problem solving. Would you like to suggest any ground rules for the session today? All I ask is that you sincerely agree to attempt to resolve this dispute, agree to treat another with mutual respect, and finally agree to give consideration to all the suggestions made in regards to developing a realistic solution to the problem. Again, are there any questions at this point? If not, let's begin with the party who brought the claim. I know very little about this dispute, so please tell us what brings you to mediation today.